In Centerville, Main Street is a busy road. It runs right between the lakes and right through the middle of town.
With homes, trails, and parks lining the road, the area sees a lot of traffic. And one homeowner on that road is asking traffic to slow down for the sake of her mailbox.
I don't think people quite realize how dangerous Main Street is.
Sandra Arnold's home is on Main Street. She moved in 2016, and she says she likes the town and the lake and the trails. But the busy road causes some problems.
My mailbox has been hit around 10 to 12 times.
Including twice already this month. She is often able to simply reconnect some parts and make it work again, but through the years of collisions, she has needed to replace her mailbox 4 times. So she's leaving the evidence for other drivers to see.
It might not be noticeable how many times I've had to replace my mailbox, but I've gathered a collection, so I figured people probably should see what happens with all of these cars going so fast.
The speed limit on Main Street drops to 35 miles per hour outside of town, while the road is still wide. But law enforcement officials say that this lower speed limit is important to the area.
People parking at the fishing dock, going to the lake, people going to the park, people coming from the residential area to the lake. And it's an area where you can run into trouble if you're not watching your speed.
Centennial Lakes police see the speeding problem every day and are out there working to slow down traffic.
We enforce heavily there, and we're unapologetic about that.
Because it's part of creating a safer community.
All of the traffic enforcement goes directly to the issue of maintaining safety and preserving quality of life in the area. If people feel that they can't go from their home to the park across the street without getting in their car and driving that distance, then we've failed terribly in our mission.
As for Sandra, until drivers start following the speed limit and paying attention to the road, she's left with a collection of identical broken mailboxes. She might turn the collection into planters.
It's the cheapest one. I could get an expensive mailbox, but my neighbor has a sturdier one, and his still had to get replaced, so I figured I'd go with the cheapest option.
With the traffic and the speeding, she says just getting her mail from the box can be a challenge. To keep herself on track while driving through the area, Sandra has taken to setting her cruise control. She hopes other drivers find their own way to follow the speed limit.
I would appreciate it if people just slowed down a little bit.